What is up, guys? Welcome back to Breakout Trading. Now, it's been a while. I kind of left you guys hanging this past week. The market was open all week, and I didn't really trade it much at all because I wired out the funds from my TradeZero account. My small account challenge is done, and I'm going to be going over my thoughts, reflections, what happened, the reasons that I withdrew the money, everything in this video. So this is the format that we're going to be doing the video in. So first off, and I'm going to try and keep this video pretty quick. It's probably going to end up being like half an hour to 40 minutes, hopefully. I don't want to go too fast, but I also don't want to make this like a 2-hour video. But you know, it is recapping a lot of videos. You know, if you look at my channel here, you know, this was day one here 2 months ago. I can't believe this video has almost 1,000 views now, which is crazy. I never thought that would happen, but anyways, that was September 28th. So since that day that we made the new account, we woke up every single morning and traded a certain strategy for small caps, and I will be going over what that strategy is. And you know, I ended up trading about 40 days on this account. So yeah, we're going to be going over everything in this video. So first things first is I'm going to go over my TraderView stats from my 2 months of day trading. So I recorded all my stats, all my trades, and we're going to look into that, see what it's looking like. Secondly, I'll do a quick explanation of what my strategy was that I traded every morning. I pretty much traded the same strategy every single day. I didn't really venture too far from it. I kind of got into a rhythm of just doing that. I ended up getting really good at citing what I wanted to see, so I'll go over what I was looking for when I traded. Then I'm going to go over the TradeZero fees, commissions, and wire fees, etc. And this is ultimately the reason I had to leave TradeZero. I'll go over the end result of the whole account challenge. Did I follow the original commandments? So in the first video, the video I just showed, I made like this list of things I wanted to do, basically rules, and I'm going to go over at the end and see did I actually follow these. And then last but not least, what is going to happen from here on out. I'm not quitting trading. This is just the beginning. You know, let's be honest, I had an $800 account. That's freaking baby steps. So, you know, this is first of many steps in a long journey, and hopefully you guys are with me for the next account challenge. Anyways, let's start off by going over my TraderView stats from my 2 months of trading. So here we go. I started this little TraderView. It's called TradeZero. That's the account name here. And these are all the days I traded in it. I recorded all my trades. So I traded the first couple days in September, pretty much all of October as much as I could, and November. So yeah, let's go detailed. So first off, in the account, we made a gross profit of $327. So that's pretty good. You know, we came out positive. This is not including any sort of platform fees, commissions, wire fees, or anything. This is just the trades, as if I was using like TD Ameritrade in the States or something where everything's totally commission free and no fees ever. So yeah, I don't even know if TD Ameritrade has no fees ever, but this is as if it had no fees ever. So I'd technically be up $327 right now US. My average daily volume was extremely small, so I'd only use about, I think this is what it records, like 366, was that trades or tickets? I think that's dollars, I'm not sure, it doesn't have a dollar sign. Average winning trade was about 20 bucks, average losing trade was about 15, 14 bucks. I took a total of 88 trades. My number of winning trades was, it was a 53% chance that I'd win the trade and a 46% chance that I'd lose the trade. My largest gain and my largest loss were in the same day, the freaking VVPR and JKS day. So, you know, I can't really be too upset because, you know, I only made 327 bucks and most of it was from one trade on VVPR, which was, I have a video on that. That's actually this video here. Where is it? The one where I was like, I'm a complete idiot or something. Where is that? Right here. Day 9, I'm a complete idiot. So if you guys want to watch that video on how I had the biggest winning trade of my life and also the biggest losing in the same day, you can go watch that video here, day 9. yeah, so technically, I guess if it wasn't for this, I'd only be up 127 right now. Yeah, that was a weird day, so I don't really know. Yeah, so like we hold our trades for a lot longer than when I first had the Dash Trader account. You know, about half an hour per trade is the average. So kind of doing the day trades, obviously, but also not scalping. I was trying to get bigger trend moves with this account. So as you can see, the cumulative P&L curve is honestly the nicest one I've ever had in my trading career, which has started right before COVID hit. So right in March was when I first started day trading the stock market. And since all the accounts and all the trades I've made, this is by far the nicest P&L curve I've ever had, which is definitely an accomplishment. You know, there's no massive drawdowns. We kind of started topping out up here. The market really was difficult to trade lately. It's been difficult ever since the summer months, honestly. Ever since August, July, those months were epic. Ever since then, it's been pretty hard. Yeah, so what else do we want to look at here? Oh yeah, so this is another thing here. If we go to 90 days recent, this kind of shows the last 90 trading days, and the blue bars are if you had a green P&L day, and the red bars are the big down days. So as you can see, one of my goals for this account was to have this chart look like valleys among mountains. So you want your losing days to look like tiny little divots among your winning days, which should just be these massive columns stacked. That means that you're basically managing risk to the downside while optimizing your upside potential. And I think I honestly had a streak here from about the start of October till middle of November where I was killing it. I was doing fantastic. I was managing risk every single day. It's very mentally taxing to do, honestly. No big drawdowns, no big losing days. We had one at the beginning, and you know, near the end here, I got sloppy. Honestly, I got real sloppy at the end. I was pushing and pushing and pushing. You can see this last day that I traded how this is the highest trading volume that I've had the entire account, and I ended up actually breaking even this day. This is the last day I traded. I didn't make a video recap of this day because I basically was just being a complete idiot and just gambling. This day was complete gambling, and that is the day that I knew that I had to withdraw my funds from Trade Zero. You know, we had, you know, $37 loss, $19 loss, $43 gain. You know, we just were shooting at anything that moved, and you can see that right here. My closed P&L on this day was actually 71 cents. So I completely broke even after having the highest trading volume day that I had the whole account, which is just stupid. So that was the day I was like, I need to get out of this platform, because what I'm doing is I'm pushing and pushing and pushing so hard to try and make a profit that I'm getting sloppy. You know, I was doing good. You know, I'm up $327. You know, obviously my strategy was working over this period of time, right? But I just wasn't noticing it, and there was no actual gain because it was getting eaten by commissions and platform fees, which we will go over. So this last day I was pushing so hard, and I was having big red days before, and it was just bound that I was going to blow up. I knew I was going to blow up if I kept pushing this hard. I unsubscribed. This was on the 30th, November 30th, so I unsubscribed from the Zero Pro platform the night before because I didn't want to pay the $79 for their platform. Honestly, it's shit. Trade Zero is, or I mean, whatever it's called, Zero Pro is absolute trash. Freezes all the time on me. The watch list always glitched out. The VWAP always glitched out. The charts weren't that good. They didn't even load that much data. Their platform overall is probably worth like 30 bucks, honestly. Not even close to worth $79 US a month. Like, that is brutal. If you're going to pay 79 US dollars a month for freaking Zero Pro, you're an idiot not to just go pay, you know, another, what is that, like 50 bucks or so, and just use Dash Trader for 150 a month. Like, just go use Dash Trader. Dash Trader is absolutely incredible compared to Zero Pro, and they're honestly in the same ballpark for price. So yeah, I did not like Zero Pro platform at all. I do highly recommend Dash Trader, however. I have used that one in the past, and if I was to go, when I go back, I'm probably going to try and work something out using Dash Trader. Okay, so yeah, So we did good. We honestly did good. This is the P&L curve. You know, we did good. Last couple days we had one big drawdown. We had really good performance all of October into November, and the last couple days I really was pushing so hard, and I was having big winners, having huge losers. They were canceling each other out, and I knew I was just one big bad trade away from wiping out the whole account. And I was like, screw this, I'm just going to withdraw it and kind of reset myself, because obviously what I'm doing here isn't working. So yeah, that is the TraderView stats, guys. So like the whole time you've been watching these videos, this is it. This is what the result was, you know, $300 gain. So yeah. Okay, so that is the TraderView stats. Can I do a check mark or something? Okay, we'll just do a freaking, there we go. Okay, what my strategy was. So my strategy when I went in every morning is I would use this right here. I would use this channel, stocks to trade, because I never paid for like a scanner like Trade Ideas. So I'd go to where is it, man? Let's see here. Right here. Oh, Stocks Rocks, that's what it is. So this guy's channel, Stock Rocks. Oh god, I was hoping I didn't have to sit through a half-an-hour ad. He basically just has like this free scanner every morning. So I would use this scanner, and what I would do is, it's actually a great example to bring this up, is I would look on this scanner, this free scanner on YouTube. It's obviously delayed, so the best thing to do is I would show up like maybe like 40 minutes before the market opened, and I would pick out stocks exactly like EVK. So what I would look for is a lowish price, you know, around like $1 to like $10, so I could buy, you know, around like 50-ish shares would be my normal starting thing. A nice big gap up. So for instance, EVK this day was gapping up 80%, and it has to have a low float. So anything below like 50 million, under 10 million is when we're really talking, because those things can really squeeze and move. And it has to have a shit ton of volume. The more, the better. Lizzie and EVK would be like a two that I would look at. I would have ITRM on the list, and then everything else would just be trash. Look at this. This is the volume column right here, and you want to find the ones with the most volume, because that's going to be where the most liquidity is. That's going to be where the most eyes are. Those are the ones that are going to move the most. You want to be where the other traders are, and that's where the volume is. So say I was trading this day, I would pick these three here, and basically what I would wait for is the market to open. I would wait for them to do whatever they're going to do in the morning, you know, pump up big and then dump, or dump and then pump. It's very choppy in the morning, and I would wait for them to find sort of a trend. I would find the one that was trending upwards strongly, and I would buy a pullback. That's literally it. I'd find the low float gapper with tons of volume that was trending up, and I would just buy a pullback, buy when it was down, and sell on a rip. That's pretty much it. That was my strategy that I did. Let's see if that actually is reflected in the TraderView stats at all. So let's go here. So let's go instrument. Okay, so yeah, performance by instrument volume. So you can see that all 25 million share volume and over was where I made pretty much everything. Anything with less volume than that, I pretty much lost money. Let's go to price. So here's performance by price. So I would stick between, see that $2 to $5, $5 to $10, $10 to $20 region. So about $2 to $20 is the price range that I would trade at. I think that might be it that we can get out of information here. And I guess the performance by hour of day would be right in the morning is when I'd try to buy a pullback into that morning strength, you know. Yeah, so that is the that's what I would do. Is I would like I just said, I would find, and with news too, if they have news, that's even better. So like, and a hot sector too, if it was like an EV stock, low float with breaking news, tons of volume, it's pumping in the morning and it pulls back, that would be a buy for me. So that was my strategy, basically this whole account, that allowed me to grow it the way that I did. Okay, that was my strategy. Pretty quick explanation there. If you guys want a more detailed explanation as to exactly step by step what I did, I can go through that. The strategy that I used actually works. Obviously, you can see that I did end up making a profit. You know, even though I had this one huge winner here that overcasted most of my other winners, you can see that over a 90-day period, I was mostly in the green on these days. You know, it's only 20, 14, like 15, 35, $30 in the green, but that's because I was taking such small share size. I would usually start off with like 25 shares to 50 shares. So obviously if you're starting off with 500 to 1,000 shares, these would be a lot bigger. Yeah, so you know, it feels good that my strategy worked. It feels nice to at least know that what I did work. I wasn't just, you know, losing money the whole time. So that being said, we went over the TraderView stats and what my strategy was. Now what we're going to go over is the TradeZero fees, commissions, and wire fees. So this is the reason that I left. So let's go down here. Let's go this one. Okay, so what we have here is my trade. I made a little word pad of the TradeZero fund history. So on September 25th, 2020, I went down to my local bank across the street and I wire transferred about $1,200 Canadian, converted it to USD. The current exchange rate at the time was 1.3745, and I converted that to USD and I sent it to TradeZero International. The wire, honestly, their wire transfers go through really quick. That's a really nice thing. They went through in like 2 days, and the one that I recently got back got it in like 2 days, so, and no issues. So if you put in all the bank information correctly, it works like really well. So that's a plus, I guess. So this was from my bank, so they charged me a $15 wire processing fee. I'm not sure if this was in USD or Canadian, so whatever, we'll just assume it's US. And they also charged me a wire service fee. So these are from my bank. Plus, TradeZero has a account-related fees incoming deposit fee of $30 for TradeZero. So just to deposit money in there, you already are down $30. So the starting account was $860. So I'm not sure if they took, my bank took the $30 out of like a separate thing or whatever. Maybe it was separate, but basically like 900 minus 30 is 860. So we started the account on TradeZero with 860 US, and that was, you can see that in my, you know, new broker TradeZero video right here. Now here we are, new broker TradeZero.
Manage my risk well on.
Well, if you look at the thumbnail, it just says, it basically just says 860. You know, yeah, if you go watch the video, you'll see that it's 860 that I started with. So we started with 860. You know, you can follow my little journey starting from day one. All the videos are up there on my channel every single day. Posted a recap video, and now that brings us to the end of November. So what we just went over was I did indeed make $327 gross profit from my trades. Now this is where the freaking fees come, and they are quite shocking, honestly. So let's put aside the trade profits and let's just focus on how much fees I actually paid at TradeZero. So first off, I only paid for 1 month of the platform because your first month is free. So October was free and I paid for November. That is a $79 fee just to use their platform. So we'll go into here. I don't really care if you guys see this now because there's no money in it. And yes, that is my name, Jacob Cromery. Okay, let's go summary here. Date range, so we'll go from when we started this thing on September 29th to the last day we traded, November 30th. So we're going to go cash type here. Now you can see right here, platform fee, minus $79. So that is where this comes from. Locate fees was negative $25. So I didn't do that much shorting, but the thing is that every time you short a stock here, there's no easy to borrow stocks. It's like every single one you have to locate. Like with Interactive Brokers, there'd be like some where you could just short it and you didn't have to locate shares, but I guess with TradeZero you always have to locate. So it's some of the fees are absolutely astronomical to locate, and then some are like $4 for like 100 shares. So That's usually the ones I stuck to. I didn't go for any insane locate fee ones. They were absolutely atrocious. Okay, so yeah, that is the locate fees and the platform fee. So that is $79 and $25. Now, this is where I am honestly mind blown. So Trade Zero, I was trading with enough a small enough amount of shares so that each ticket, each buy or sell order cost me $1. So if I bought 1 share or 50 shares or 25 shares or 30 shares, it cost me $1. And if I sold 25, 50, 70, whatever, it cost me $1. So every time I went in or went out, it was $1, right? And that really messed with me because what I like to do is buy in and then scale out as the price goes up. But if I'm paying $1 every time I scale out, I can end up paying like $6 if I scale out 6 times on the way up. And if my profit is only like 20 bucks, well, then boom, that's a big chunk out, right? You're only walking away with 14 if you did 6 scale outs versus 20 is if you didn't have to pay $1 every time. So $318 commission. So if we go here, this is the whole date range that we did. If you follow this little column down, this is the gross P&L and the commission. So we'll follow that all the way down to the bottom, right? Gross P&L commission. So we made $327. That adds up with our TraderView stats right here. To the cent, 327.94, 0.89. Oh yeah, 0.94. Yep. So right to the cent we add up. Commissions paid, $318 in commissions. So that is absolutely brutal, honestly. Just disgusting. I am blown away at how expensive that is. It completely overshadowed every single one of my gains. Every single one of my gains I made went to Trade Zero in order so that I could make those gains. It's just like this weird cycle that I was stuck in. For 2 months, I was like, I would make a gain, but it would only be enough to break even. And I would make just enough, and then boom, platform fee, $79. You're in the hole this month. Build your way back up, boom, locate fees. So like there was no way I can actually boost myself above this break-even threshold, and I felt like the more and more frustrated I got with this break-even threshold from the fees, the more I didn't follow my strategy, the more I didn't plan risk properly, the more I sized up more into stupid setups, the less patient I got. You know, it was just a downhill cycle, and I know I was like this close to just YOLOing the whole account on a stupid trade and it just completely wiping it out. So that's why I had to leave. You know, this was so frustrating after, yeah, I guess I was just trading too small size. It's basically what it is, you know, like basically what it is. And then these are some other random fees. I don't even know what these are. I guess ECN fees, like 10 bucks or something. Yeah, ECN, other, whatever. Yeah, so equity difference, you know, we're down like 100 bucks, I guess. From 860 to like 750 is what I ended up withdrawing. Yeah, so lost like 100 bucks, I guess, just from the fees, basically, just from the fees. So yeah, we paid 1 month commission, locate fees, other ECN fees, and the wire withdrawal fee. So just to wire money out of this freaking thing, outgoing withdrawal fee, $70. So like this just kills you, man. Like 70 bucks just to do a withdrawal, man. Like that is ridiculous. That is honestly ridiculous. Let alone whatever fees my bank charged me to accept that wire transfer. It's just insane. It's insane. So yeah, like so if I broke even in my trades, I'd be down 563 US dollars. The total round trip fees was 563 US dollars in fees, and I only made 327. Like, it's absolutely insane. So that means 563 minus 327. So $236 loss overall from fees. So wired into my bank a few days ago was $830 Canadian, right? Because remember, we started this whole thing. I do live in Canada, so it makes more sense to do the whole round trip thing in Canadian. So that's how much we started with. We traded, made a profit of $300, and that's how much we ended up getting back in our bank account. That's what happened. So net loss for me of 437 Canadian dollars for this whole ordeal. So that's why I had to withdraw. You know, like, come on. I made 327 bucks. How am I down 437 Canadian? I made 327 US. How am I down 437 Canadian? It's just brutal. So that is why I had to withdraw. I don't exactly know how to solve this problem quite yet. I guess one way would be to size up drastically, maybe like a 10K account, and just do the same thing. But I don't have $10,000, nor am I willing to put $10,000 into a trading account with my level of experience and expect it to go well. That's why I liked having the $800 account, is because if for some reason I went full rogue, zero control over my emotions, YOLO'd, worst day ever, I lose 830 bucks. Okay, that really sucks, but it's not like 10 grand right now. Like if I lost 10 grand right now in my life, I would be wrecked. So that's why I liked having the small account, you know? Like obviously I could just withdraw everything I have, put it into my trading account. That just seems like a bad idea. No, I don't want to put that money on the table. You know, if you sit down at a blackjack table or a poker table with your life savings, you better expect to lose it all, honestly, unless you're a really good poker player and you know what you're doing or something. But you know, you don't sit down at the table with everything. So that is why I am not comfortable sizing up that much. So I need to find a different platform or broker or way to trade that does not have these stupid fees. Like I'm talking like it should be like $5 to wire it from my account to the thing. There should be like a couple cents per trade, you know, like let's say like 10 cents per ticket and free withdrawals. Like that's how it should be, and platform fees should be like 20 bucks. Like it's just brutal how expensive it was. Oh, and the Zero Web was absolutely atrocious. Zero Free. It's brutal. Don't ever use that. And Zero Pro was pretty shitty too, honestly, for 79. Yeah, guys, so what else do we have to go over? So that one we're done. The end result, down like 400 bucks Canadian round trip. Did I follow the original commandments? Okay, let's go back into this videos. So let's go right here, 90 days. Let's just look at, we'll go to, so let's just go into the video where it says all the commandments. So for this account, capital protection will be my #1 priority. Okay, well, yeah, we did accomplish that. You know, we didn't blow up at all, and we had very minimal drawdown days overall. You know, 3 big distinct red days over 40 days of trading, I would say is the best I've ever done. I'd say that that's pretty good. You guys let me know. My losing days will look like a valley among the mountains, my winning days. Okay, we did sort of accomplish that, these 3 outliers here. But overall, this streak here from the start of October, we 100% accomplished that. So I would say that that's like a pretty good win right there. I will only take 3-to-1 risk to reward trades on A+ setups using the calculator on Excel and my handful of classic setups that I know very well. So this, yes, I did always use the calculator on Excel, and by that, it was a profit loss calculator that I used to calculate position size and risk and everything. If you guys want to know how to get that, you know, drop a comment. I'll drop you the link to the YouTube video that I found it on. I use that every time, which is good. The thing is that I did not take 3-to-1 because I would always sell too early. That is a common problem with me, as I always sell my winning positions too early. So I wouldn't say that that's necessarily a check mark. And I did trade my handful of setups that I know well, so I guess that's a check mark. Didn't follow this one at all. Each loss will be $20 including fees, so $18 losers. That means that, okay, so $18 losers, did we do that? Average losing trade $14. Okay, so in that ballpark, yes, we did. I will make a daily report card to track my thoughts, emotions, etc. I did that for like the first 10 days, and then I kind of got lazy. But I did make a recap video every day, so I'd say that that's also a check mark. I'll use TraderView to check my stats, check mark. And the focus of this account will be not how much money I have made lost, rather how I was able to execute the plan and manage risk and emotions. So I think we did pretty good. You know, I think we did pretty good. This to me, these two graphs together side by side, the bar graph and the line graph or whatever that's called, those showed me that I did my job trading, and I made a profit. That's what how I'm going to take away from this. I did my job and I made a profit. If these numbers were different, you know, add a 0 to these, I would be withdrawing, you know, some pretty decent gains into my bank account. You know, add 2 zeros and then we're talking. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, I'd say I followed them for the most part. And moving forward, so what's going to happen? What's happened to this channel? I don't know yet. I honestly don't know. I would love to keep day trading. So I have my job. I started at 11. So I do have that period in the morning where I can trade. Do I know what I'm going to do right now? I do not. I need to find a new broker. I need to find a whole lot of new stuff. And if I do it again, I'll probably have to end up saving some money for the account because we got to go in a bit bigger size, I think. Now that we've proven that we can be somewhat profitable, I think the next account challenge will be maybe like a 5K account somewhere, maybe 3K. 5K is a little high for me. I'm broke. 3K account or something like that would be cool. Sizing up, I'm in the process of sizing up just mentally. It takes a long time to size up mentally, you know, like if you go to a non-trader and tell them to risk $30 on a freaking candlestick chart and they could lose it in 1 second, they're going to be like, screw that. So it takes a while to size up, to get comfortable, and unless you trade with real money, you don't really understand that. Moving forward, we could stick with the stock market, or, you know, we could also get into more Bitcoin stuff. Like, look at this chart, man. Like, this is 2020 Bitcoin. So far, this thing's up 400%, and Ethereum is up like 600%. Like, I think that the whole crypto sphere is waking up, honestly, for a macro bull trend. So maybe I will try and do something with this. Honestly, some of the best trades I've made this whole year are just my Bitcoin that I've held on my ledger, and it's gone up in value without me even doing a single thing. So maybe some sort of trades that are a bit more longer term, swing trades, investments, you know, TFSA investments. You know, day trading is not the only way to make money in the stock market. So I'm willing to explore all avenues, find the thing that works the best for me. Would I like to keep day trading? Yes, I just need to find a new broker that works. So guys, that's going to be it. That was the Trade Zero experience. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want me to do next. I'm not done trading. That was just a small phase in my life. You know, it's like a bad girlfriend. You got to dump her, bro. Like, she's not working. So just get rid of her and move on. Anyways, guys, that's it. Adios.